We're out here with Aaron and with Nathan, and if you guys would kind of walk us through some of the cool improvements that you made to an already lean Conex and how you've gone from there.
Yeah, so originally we had all of our screws and consumables in a lower shelf, which made it hard. You had to get down, you had to actually see what you're getting into, and it was just a lot of wasted time and motion. So what we did is we brought this up, raised it up here, and then had everything color coordinated, which Aaron will talk to in a minute. But the great thing about this is since it is higher now, you can't necessarily see what's back here. So we used a double-sided sticky tape, actually stuck whatever the consumable is on there. You have a label identifying exactly what it is, so you know when you're coming up exactly what bin to put your hand into to get what you need.
Same thing here, what we did is at the same location, he moved that, got it up here, I walked in here, and with you, Spencer, actually, and you were like, this whole section right here was up here. And so every time you had to reach, or anyone had to reach in to get screws, you're cutting yourself on all of these. The other thing is up higher, so it's harder to reach. The top of this was just wood, so then every time you're pulling pieces out, it's getting ripped up. So then we took that piece of it and made it better. Took a piece of metal, flashing, put it on the top, cut all the holes out, placed everything, scooted it down so you're not cutting your arm on here, and then added a few labels here so you can know where to get your backstock from. So if you run out of these, it simply says for backstock, go to B.3.1.
So can you explain what B.3.1 is?
Yeah. So basically, when you walk in the Conex, I've got 3 sections. Yeah, A, B, and C. Very self-explanatory, very simple. And you walk in, A is yellow, B is blue, C is orange. And you've got A 1, 2, 3, and 4. B1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing goes for C. And so you walk in, you know, A is all tools, B is all our consumables, C right now is all the things that I have no place for. This is yellow. You know, so they go together. It's very simple. Yep. All the tools are here. So then I come here, and it goes for backstock. Go to B.3.1.
So all this stuff here.
Exactly.
B.3.1.
So 1.25 screws.
B.
Yep.
3. And when you're here to this level, B3 is this level, right?
Yeah.
And then, look, you even have a 3.1, right? So it's these screws. You can see it's the same drywall screws. Here is that box.
And then I can just take this box out, fill it here, and well, it's just, I know exactly where to go. I'm never gonna run out of these here and not know where to go. It's waste time looking around the Conex, digging for where is this extra box of screws. I don't know where it is. So-and-so said we had an extra box. Where is that extra box? I don't know. He doesn't know. It's somewhere. I ordered it, you know, and you eventually either find it or order another box and then find it later after you've already ordered it.
So we have one place for all these things, and they always go here, and then it always brings you from that point to where you need to refill it. Yeah. So now once you're here, what if you run out of this box? What happens?
So if I run out of this box, so let's say I come in here, I need 1.25" drywall screws. We're out of 1.25" drywall screws. I go to B.3.1. I go down to B.3.1. I take my box, and I see the card on the front. So I take the card.
And what is this card? What is this?
This is the Kanban card. So this card has all of the information for what type of screw it is, product location, and then obviously like this needs to be updated, but this will have B.1.3, and then deliver the card to C1, which is this card. And then on the back side has our QR code that when we bring it into the office, we scan, that uploads it to that list, which then we generate and they can send over to Whitecap directly.
Okay, so this card, where is it placed, and how do you know that you need to order this? So the guys are out here and they see this card. Then how does it get to you so you can order that material?
So they take the card out of here and then bring it over to the Kanban. Place it in here. Outside, that turns on a light. And that lets me know every time I walk outside,
that light right there.
I need to come in here.
So when you take those cards out, the light goes off.
Yep.
So you took the cards out. Now put the cards back in. Light goes on. So that's an indicator to you that, hey, exactly. I need to get that. That's awesome.
And another piece of this that's like always you know, there's always improvements. There's always things that there's always systems that we can make better. And this, to me, an extra step is having to walk out here and see the light.
Yeah.
So I'm building, using Raspberry Pi to build a little sensor that basically when I put the card in here, it sends me an email rather than having to come out and look at the light. So there's always steps somewhere that you can pull out and say, that's an extra step, that's wasted time, that's wasted money, that's gone, or it's a backup now. So if for some reason the email stops working, I can still walk outside and know that I have a card.
I love it. So now that the cards are in here and you're aware that, you know, all the things from in here, and is that the only place you have Kanban, or where else are there Kanban cards?
So other places I have Kanban cards. If you look over under this other wall here, and this is all of our consumable blades that we use for different tools. And so everything has a place. As you can see on the board, we've actually labeled, like we have where the consumables are, where everything goes. So you know exactly where any new material that's coming in has a place to go right away. Now, for your question, Spencer, about utilizing Kanban cards with other materials, this is a perfect scenario. So we have this Kanban card here. You can clearly see it's the Diablo 7 1/4, 24 teeth. Same as the identifying label that's on this rack. And at this point, if there's hitting the buffer zone, this is what we have calculated into our system, that whenever we get down to 2 blades left, we're reordering more blades. So at this point, this Kanban card will come off here, and just like Aaron demonstrated, bring it over to the Andon, place it in there, and then again, we'll go back to what Aaron just spoke about, with triggering the light.
So let's go see how we put that into the computer and see how that works there. So Aaron, go ahead and take it away.
So the first part of our system, first piece, is in Excel. You have add-ins, and one of these is it's a free add-in called Scan It to Office. When you click on that add-in, essentially what you can do is that connects to an app on your phone where you can scan QR codes. It brings whatever information you've attached to that QR code into Excel.
Okay. And then you have to download an app here, right?
Yeah. So that is this app.
Perfect.
Let's go there.
So just really simple, just a scan button. Okay.
Yep. On here we have 4 different sections. You've got scan sheet, white cap order form, waxy order form, consumable list. Scan sheet, this is where all of our information is placed. So every line item on here has the vendor, SKU number, encryption, phone number, date and time that it was scanned. All this information is pulled from our consumable list. This list is a running list and still building it, but this is all of our consumables for the job site. So our screws, blades, things of that nature. We have all of the information for each of these items. So the size, the quantity we need, the quantity, or buffer quantity, so the point where we need to order more, the SKU number for each of these items, the cost, who supplies it, and the supplier.
Can you show us the order forms just so?
Yeah, so here's the order forms.
So how does the information make it here?
So the information gets to here from this scan sheet.
So when you scan it, it comes in here and automatically goes to the order form?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So let's say I have these 3 cards that we need to order now. I saw that it was in the Kanban slot. I grabbed them, bring them in here. I need to order these 3. I've got DeWalt 4.5 blades, cutoff wheels. I've got my Diablo 24 tooth, and then I've got some screws that I need to order as well. So I take these in here. I go to the Scan It to Office app and just scan
it. And now this pops up on here.
And I'll scan the second one. You can watch it right on there.
As you scan it, it pulls up automatically on here. And that's just from that add-in that we'll link down in the description.
Yep.
So next one, last one, you see boop, and it pops right in.
So then you can see white cap, go to the white cap order form, and it pulls that one on. Automatically pulls it into the white cap order form. I simply go send email, and there's my email.
And you paste it right in there.
Paste it in there.
So that's a macro that you've built in that actually grabs a snapshot of that, and you just have to hit paste, and then that material order form is in there with how much we need.
Automatically in there. So every time
going to the white cap rep that we have on the site.
All you have to do is press, Control V, paste it. It's automatically copies it all.
One more thing that we'll show you here is this external Kanban ordeal. This is actually the Kanbans themselves, and we have to create these QR codes by hand and put them in here. You can see there's not ones there, but this is where we put the actual ordering QR code. So, and all that is, legitimately, that QR code is equal to the SKU number, which is right here. So we add the SKU numbers in here. It pulls all this information automatically off of our consumables list. So this is a lookup, list view right here, and you can just go down and say, okay, I want this material type, and then you go over and you see that's that, right? So this is all put on there, and when you go to print them, the stuff on the back is already on there too. So it has the vendor, it has the buffer amount. So when you go to restock it, you have this information right here. And if you tweak it in your consumables list, which is kind of your database of information, when you tweak it in there, you can reprint these cards with the right buffer amount or quantity and have it all already right there. So all this is all automated except for the QR code creation. We didn't create anything for that. Obviously, if you kind of built a little bit more into this system, you could have these QR codes created automatically, put it in here, so when you print them, it all works out. But you can download QR Code Studio 2.0, and I'll put a link to that down in the description as well to create your QR codes. And then you keep what happens with the Kanban cards after that?
Then I keep these Kanban cards until George from Whitecap, who we're working with, comes back with, let's say, my 7 1/4 blades. So then I can take these and say, okay, I got my 7 1/4 blades. That goes to these. And take them out to the Conex.
To restock them. Okay, let's go do that.
Come back inside. I see, okay, I still have my buffer of 2 here, which is on the back, so I have a buffer quantity of 2. That means I place this between.
So if you didn't have enough buffer here, you would know based on this card, the information's already on it here. When you go to restock it, you would grab whatever you need to resupply the buffer to put the Kanban on, so we never run out of that material.
Then place the card in front of that buffer, and the material goes here.
Now when the guys come in to get blades, they keep going until they get to the card. Then they put the card in the Andon, and the system just repeats itself. And now we can see that there's some cards that are here, there's some cards that are not, and it's obviously a work in progress. But even some of these, like, I mean, just have cards ready, so when we run out of cutoff wheels, we have them ready to go. And here you can see that these things need to be ordered, so we need to grab these and go put them in the Andon. So great system. You guys have done awesome work here. It looks like probably the best Conex I've ever stepped in my life, on top of all the lean improvements. You guys are killing it. We hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope that you can take the work that these guys have done and take it to the next level, and always questioning, how things are running, and see if there's a way to improve it. Every little step is just one of those wins to make us more efficient and make it fun coming to work. Because I think both of these guys can attest. As you start to find those things that can improve, it gives you that excitement of, ooh, well, what if we try this and what if we do that? It's that innovative spirit. Anything else?
No, just, I mean, honestly, if anyone who's watching this video says, well, that's dumb, why would you put that there? Or if you have any ideas from what we're doing in here to improve it, change it, I mean, let us know.
Say it. Yep.
Say it, yeah.
And let's fix it and keep improving.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.